lanyard that lowers your equipment. It's a lowering line. What it does is it attaches to your Alice pack, routes it through your M1950 weapons case, and then to a D-ring that's attached to the main parachute harness. This allows you to have more freedom of movement to curl up into your prepare to land attitude when you're getting ready to conduct your POF. Keeping the equipment on you causes damage to the equipment and possibly injure the paratrooper himself.
The inherent risk in parachute jumps has led to a series of overlapping safety features during airborne operations. One of the most obvious methods is the reserve parachute worn by the paratrooper.
The reserve parachute is the backup system for that main parachute should it fail. Its canopy is smaller in size. It's a 24-foot diameter canopy. Its opening is aided with a pilot parachute, and it opens very quickly. Its rate of descent is somewhat faster. It will not bring down as much weight, but it's designed to open super quick, so if he has a problem, he's got a life-saving device right there in front of him.
Since airborne operations are conducted from low altitudes, every effort is made to ensure that the main chute operates every time. Preparing parachutes for operations is the responsibility of the Division Supply and Transport Battalion.
Our process of ensuring that we have a safe parachute is a parachute from the time it's taken off the drop zone and shaken to the packing procedure, back onto the back of a paratrooper going out of an airplane. It's inspected no less than 5 times. So that parachute undergoes a tremendous amount of scrutiny before it ever goes back on somebody's back.
During training operations, the paratrooper bundles the parachute into a kit bag after the drop. Bundling the parachute after jumps is the first step in ensuring that the parachutes remain undamaged and safe to use.
Once a parachute is recovered from the drop zone by the unit that has jumped the parachute, it is taken to the shakeout facility, which is adjacent to the pack facility, and it's shaken out to make sure that all debris is removed from the parachute, and they attempt to remove any tangles in the suspension lines in order that when the parachute comes to us, it's able to be packed with ease. Once it's through being shaken out, they send it to the pack facility, and it is then inspected by a parachute rigger and packed.
The pack facility at Fort Bragg is the largest of its kind in the U.S. Armed Forces. The paratrooper's safety is the platoon's key concern.
There's one parachute rigger that packs the parachute. There's also an in-process inspector working with that rigger who lays out the parachute and ensures that it is in proper layout for the rigger. And while he or she is packing the chute, that same in-process inspector is inspecting the parachute while it's being packed. Once it has been packed by that rigger, then it goes to a final inspector who gives it a final inspection. So basically what you have is one soldier packing the parachute and 2 additional parachute riggers that are inspecting it while he or she is packing it. There's a log record book that is attached to every parachute, and it identifies the serial number of the parachute and of the deployment bag, and the packer who packs the chute signs it, as well as the final inspector who inspects the parachute signs it as well. So that's our way of being able to track who packed it. They know that every time they sign their name to a chute that we know who did it, so it's a little bit of a gut check for them also.
Although the 82nd Airborne is primarily a light infantry force comprised of about 14,000 soldiers, its task forces include a variety of heavy equipment to support the paratroopers during combat missions.
A battalion task force in this division consists of approximately 730 soldiers. The basis for the task force organization is the infantry battalion. But also assigned to the task force is an artillery battery consisting of 6 105 howitzers, an engineer platoon, an air defense platoon, a military police squad, and a military intelligence element.